Troopz TV presented by Barstool Sports. Arsenal 3 Troopz, Chelsea 1. Come on, you Gunners. I needed that bad. I predicted that we're going to get absolutely murdered in this game. Hand up, I was completely wrong. I predicted 3-0. 3-1 is the score. Troopz, what do you think of the game?
We have to be real, blood. No Arsenal fan had confidence going into that game, blood. Do you understand? Especially when the lineup come out and you saw the amount of changes that were made in such a big game, blood. Do you understand? You wouldn't expect that in, especially the time that we're in now. Yeah. Do you understand? But you get me. It's the youth them showing the way, blood. You understand? The Hale Posse, blood. You get me? That's what I was calling the Hale Posse.
The Hale Posse.
Them man there, yeah, they took the game by storm, blood. You understand? Obviously, Martinelli's not part of the Hale man there.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah. But honorary. He's an honorary Hale Posse guy.
You get me? Him. Like I was very shocked to see him start because obviously when he come off, I was thinking, oh, here we go again. Now you get me? He's gonna have another niggle, but he came out unscathed and today again, blood. Like for this brother to be out for so long, yeah, and then come back and put those 2 performances in against City and Chelsea, the way the club is now, the way the team is, the confidence, the fans, half man are out, half man are in, everyone wants the board out. But like, it was just, you understand? It shows you how much we have missed this kid, blood. And I want to give a big shout out to Bakayo Blood Clot Saka. Yep. I remember when me, Robbie, and Brennan, we went out to LA. We were doing the pre-season tour, and I bucked Saka, and Iwobi was still at the club, and I said to Robbie, brother,
this brother
kid,
right here.
I said
Kid.
I said now he is now ahead of, and that was dead. You see now, yeah, that kid is clear.
Yep,
he's clear of Iwobi, blood. Yeah,
yep.
And we have to thank the Lord that we tied him down to a long-term deal, blood, because there's certain kids, yeah, in this thing that are levels, blood. And then there's certain man who just ain't that level, blood. Do you understand? The man that are level are, I say Ainsley, I say Emil
Smith-Rowe, yep, I'm with you.
I say
Martinelli,
and I say Saka. You see Reece is borderline, but Reece don't get the chance. Like I'd love to know where Reece is now, blood. You get me? But it shows you again, like, the youth them have to come on and do the team, blood. You got this fucking clown, Willian, who's been in every fucking game, week in, week out. Certain time, this pussy or they get substitute, and he shouldn't even start certain game, blood. And then when you see a player like Martinelli, a true Brazilian, blood, yeah? That is a Brazilian, blood. Yep. Willian ain't no Brazilian, blood. Yep. Yeah? That's samba. That's that's all of that, blood. Hale Pico Picante. You understand? On them Sao Paulo streets, blood, getting it busy. That Martinelli's a gunman, blood.
Yep.
Yeah? You understand? I want to shout out Pablo Mari as well, blood, because I think at the back, I think he had a great game, blood. I think he bossed it. I think he was the leader. You understand? Holding, he's too soft, blood. You understand? He's too lightweight. He can't, his judgment is terrible. Like the way Abraham had him up, blood. And this is Abraham, blood. This is some Marga giraffe, blood. You understand? This ain't a Giroud.
Yeah.
A man that's got weight on him.
Abraham's just tall.
Do you understand? This is some flimsy giraffe looking you. And he's just batted up holding. He had a good stage when we took the lead 1-0 up until the half time. He had all right. And then second half again, he's giving the ball away. There was one ball when he's everyone knows you don't play the ball across the box, yeah? And he's playing.
Oh yeah, I remember you were screaming about that. The one that he tried to hit Tierney. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. I actually do remember that ball. It was Tammy Abraham that came in on that angle. It was Hudson Odoi that came in on that angle, the side that he was passing. There was no passing lane whatsoever. I remember that.
And the only thing I didn't like, which I haven't liked for fucking time, blood, is we don't stop the crosses, blood. Do you understand? There were too many crosses coming in. That Abraham goal was coming from the start of the game, blood.
Yeah.
From the start of the game, that goal was coming, blood. Do you understand? But when they got their goal back, you understand? We look shaky.
Yeah.
I started to panic, blood. You were there saying 3-0, it's done. I'm saying to you, bro, remember Tottenham, West Ham? Tottenham were 3-0 up. West Ham come back and 3-3.
Yeah.
You understand? And then, boom, they got the penalty. That's what I'm saying to myself. Oh, shit, blood. You understand?
Mm.
But then you have to shout out Leno, blood. Great save, blood.
What a save.
You understand? I never expected him.
Penalty, man. What a save on that penalty.
You get me? I didn't really expect that, blood. But you understand? Great save there from Leno. But now, for me, you get me? A lot of man was like, in the chat, in the watch-along, oh, Troopz, you are tearing now.
Actually, before we get to that, let's finish with that. I just want to go back a little bit because we did go into the chat halftime and people were talking about the first half and all. What did you think of the first half? I thought Chelsea absolutely dominated that first half. I think we probably if I was to break it up into time wise, we probably dominated at most 10 minutes. The early 10 minutes of that. Then from then onwards was Chelsea dominating. Though we did score the 2 goals, the free kick and the penalty. I thought it was against the run of play kind of deal. But we executed. We took our chances. Chelsea didn't. That's what I thought. What did you think of the first half? The first half showing.
I think we started off good. Chelsea came into it. And then when we got the goal, they was in the ascendancy when we took the lead. But then from we took the lead, I think we controlled the rest of that first half. I think second half, they had that spell again at the start of the second half where we was a bit, you understand, we was a bit too deep.
Yep.
We went a bit too deep early. But then when we got that third goal on the break, that kind of eased the nerves and that kind of put the game to bed, blood, because they never really had no chance, no clear-cut chance until the Abraham goal, which was like, what, the 88th minute? And then
80-something.
And then the penalty, which was in the 91st minute. So, for me, I say the first half, I say it was an even first half. You get me? I don't think they really dominated it because, especially when we scored, when we got the penalty, we came into our own. We started pressing high, and that's how the second goal came. You understand? Because of the work we was doing off the ball. But you get me? For me, I'm still Arteta out. You get me? For me, one win doesn't change it. The way that we've dropped, you get me? And it's taken for Luiz and, well, not even so much Luiz. It's taken for Willian to be ill, for him to be dropped. You get me? Which is not good enough for me. You understand? Like, absolutely not good enough for me. This guy should have been dropped from weeks back. Mm-hmm. You understand? From weeks back, this brother should have been dropped, lad. You get me? So, for me, it's all about how we go into the Brighton game now. You understand? Because it's all good winning games that, you get me, that there's no pressure on, nobody's expecting nothing of you.
Yeah,
but when you go to Brighton
we're talking
now,
about that on the live stream. I remember we were talking about this.
You get me? But when you go to Brighton now, it's a different thing, blood. You get me? There's more pressure on us. You gotta
win. You gotta win the games that you're expected to win. Those are the ones that you gotta win.
And that's what we ain't been doing, blood. You understand? We ain't been doing that under Arteta this season, blood. So for me, Brighton is a very important game. Will he change the lineup? I don't know, blood. Does he say the same? I don't know, blood. We'll talk more about that.
Yeah,
on the podcast, blood. But today, I'm all right, blood.
There we go. I'm gonna tie up. So my first half thoughts, I mentioned that I thought that with the Chelsea were a bit more dominant possession wise. They didn't do anything with it anyway. Just to tie things together. Second half, I think we came out. The first, like you said, I agree with you. The first initial beginning of it were a little bit flat, but we started creating chances. There was the Lacazette. There was fantastic save by Mendy. The Lacazette chance when Mendy saved.
Martinelli had a couple.
Martinelli had a couple. I believe Smith Rowe, if I remember correctly, had one. Joe Willock had another one too. So we came out of our shell and played really well, man. It feels great to win, great to win and all that. Just to pick up off Troopz' point, he mentioned where he stood. He's still Arteta out. I'm still 1 foot in the door, one foot out. It's we need to run a game. I mentioned it on the live stream that we need to run a games to get back into the season. And yeah, Feels good to win, man. It's been a while. My birthday's tomorrow. I'm just so happy that the fucking team won on my birthday. So big up to me. I can be happy tomorrow because they won. That's all I wanted in my life. You know, that's literally all I wanted in my life right now. That an Arsenal win came, and it came in big. But yeah, any last thoughts, Troopz?
Brighton, blood.
That's it. That's it. So yeah, actually, yeah. Let me ask you this: team wise, what do you do?
We'll get into that more on the
Like
pod.
okay, so we'll get into that more on the pod. If you want to hear what Troopz will do with the Brighton team, because now we're in a spot. Do you keep the same guys? Aubameyang is now fit. So you know, what do you do? Kind of thing. It feels like confidence. I'm hoping confidence is back in the squad. It's in the pod. Make sure you check that out when it comes out. I think we're taping tomorrow, so either Sunday or Monday it's going to come out. And also, just real quick, a quick plug on our end. Make sure you check out the Barstool Fund. Dave is trying to save small businesses in New York. The COVID rules have really been tough on the restaurant industry. There's no indoor dining allowed in New York and in many other places in the United States. Dave is trying to help out with that. Barstool has opened a fund, and we're trying to raise money to save families, man. To save the regular folks, save people's American dream, save people's dreams. Imagine you start your own business thinking that you're going to make it big. You're the next Walmart kind of deal, and then the government comes and shuts you down because of the pandemic and all that. So check that out, the Barstool Fund. Troopz, Brighton. Hopefully we win. My name is Zai. Any parting thoughts? Is this it? People, we'll see you at Brighton. Let's go. We'll get 3 more points. We're out.